Come here. Scoot over. Oh, spooky. It's so dark, huh, Jackie? Yeah. Sweet boy. Let's see. Are you ready to go in? I'm going to clean the lens. Nope. All right, Bella. Let's see. Oh, hi. Let's go up. Hi, Jessica. How are you? Hi, Jackie. Funny boy. I love you. I love my boy. You're awake. Me too. You know what would be really cool is if we had a cow walk across the field right about there. 'Cause it's so foggy. You're going to the doctor tomorrow. Good. How do you feel like this new medicine has done for you compared to the old medicine? Mm-hmm. We are less than half a mile from the river. If you go down my driveway and down the neighbor's driveway, you can see the river from my driveway, but it does. They call it misty waters because the mist that comes up off of it, it's pretty awesome. Sometimes I have to wait 10 minutes to leave for work because it's just so bad. Stars are really pretty right now. Hang on, let me put my glasses on so I can read your name. Ayash, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Hey, where is this view from? I am in Northeast Tennessee in the USA. Where are you from? Jessica, it's better. It's not as bad. Good. USA. Thanks, Jess. Oh, thank you. You are from India. Oh, well, welcome. I'm hesitant to even try to say your name. Ayush, is there a good English nickname for you that you like that would be easier for me to say? I just feel bad that I'm mangling your name. Jessica, do you ever do any traveling? I mean, even if it's kind of close by to see family. Ayu, tell me if that's close. And you said, I love spending time at such places where there's just the sound of nature and no human beings. I know I'm ruining it. Just as no, really just appointments and such. Oh, good. Ayu says, yeah, it's close. Your English, your typing English is really, really good. I'm assuming it's a second language for you. Hi, Adam. Good morning. Ayu says, are you guys safe? I keep hearing about the news that fire is now spread around 9,000 acres. Ayu, I don't know about fires. I don't watch the news, and I am not receiving anything here in Tennessee, but maybe Jess in Michigan, if we're talking about something going on with Canada. I think I heard online somewhere. How are you, Adam? Adam says hello to everyone. Sorry about that. I set an alarm. Try to think of why the alarm. It's such a weird time. Jessica says we are safe. Those are over in Canada. I'm glad you're doing great, Adam. That's awesome. I love when you have somebody to record you and you're really in your element and you are really focused and you're funny. Adam, I really love you. Ayu says I don't see Adam. Oh, I'm sorry. Adam at Percolated Fish. So Percolated Fish is the channel name and the person behind the channel is Adam. I will try to keep that in mind. Fish is Adam, yes. Adam, I was just saying it would be really cool if like a cow walked across in the mist. I hear them out there, but they're not moving. Moo. They don't moo, they snort at night. I gotta call them. Adam says, ever wonder if the news just got a way to drain our fear for some nefarious purpose? All right, hang on. I have to think about what you just read. Do you ever wonder if the news is just a way to drain our fear? To drain our fear? No, I think it's to create more fear, if anything. Broken piece to the puzzle says, I like the moon. Yeah, me too. It's just a light, though. Hayu says, are you guys into some online games? I have an American girlfriend I got via an online game. Really? That's awesome. I love that. Adam from Percolated Fish says, thanks, Kat. I love you too. You're so sweet. I am so happy I got to meet you. You guys know Adam from Percolated Fish is in the same state. It's just a long way. We're so far away. So close, but so far away. And Jessica says, I don't play games online. Me either. Hi, Adam. And Adam from Percolated Fish says, the moon is an odd thing, and it's beautiful. I think the actual YouTube filter caught something, and I'm not even going to bother to look. So, some silly words get banned. Ayu says, I'll subscribe and hope I'll find you again, Kat. Gotta go. Great, Ayu, I am here every morning, same time. I look forward to seeing you again, and thank you. Broken piece to the puzzle says, no, it's actually the sun. Okay. You know what? It can be whatever you want it to be, my friend. I was imagining the moon also. Like a crazy moon. Jessica says, have a good day, Ayu. You know, I really love that we made a new friend from India. And I really love that he found a girlfriend online playing games. I think that's great. Broken piece to the puzzle says, it can be a solar eclipse. Don't we have one coming up soon? Adam from Percolated Fish says, goodbye, Ayu. And Jessica says, that's great. Oh no, broken piece to the puzzle says, nope, son muy buenos. Oh, I wish I had a gift with language. I so don't, though. I'm open. If somebody wants to drop down a gift, just give me a download to have a gift with languages, I would take it. I'm so open to it. I have my hands up to the air. I'm just talking. What I realize is sometimes my language You know, when I say I don't, well, I'm just creating more of that I don't. Or I can't. Or I'm not. Oh, there's a lunar eclipse in September. Thank you, Adam from Percolated Fish. Julie. Hi, Julie. Ayu, you're still here. Did you wait to see if we talked about you? Because we did. Ayu says, know what's best. Sitting at a bench during the night with your partner, a glass of wine, gentle talks, sound of waves and nature, and twinkling stars. I agree. That sounds really beautiful. Jack said he's had enough. It does sound really nice, Jessica. Broken piece to the puzzle says, are you just making up words? Hippocampus. Isn't that something in your brain? Stuck. Something phobia. I don't know how to spell. What is that? You're very confusing now. Oh. Anyways, hi, Julie. I wonder why crickets aren't in the cities. That's a good question. Maybe they're really susceptible to pesticides. Maybe they just prefer the country. I've never thought about that, though. Broken piece to the puzzle says no, it's the feel of long words. Jessica's asking if you said fear instead of feel. Jessica says phobia is fear. Why is my alarm clock going off? Oh, you're hearing the cicadas? Yeah. It's nothing compared to the afternoon. It gets obnoxious. So that means I have gotten a sniper for my birthday. Oh, wow. Okay. How do you do that? Carl, hello. I was sitting out here yesterday, Adam, and these things kept zooming out of the trees. It was the cicadas. They just fall to the ground. Are they dying? What are they doing? Oh, I don't care. You're being rotten. Goodbye. So Jack wanted to go in the house, and he's been scratching at the door just to let me know he stole a towel. Look at me, Mom. I'm being bad. Come chase me. Broken piece to the puzzle says no, but guess what I got? What do you have, friend? A cake? Carl, what do you think broken piece to the puzzle has? Adam from Percolated Fish says, I'm so old people forgot I was born. Wah, wah. Give it to me. I don't want to play with you. Oh. I'm going outside. Bye. Come on, bring it outside. I don't care. He says it's time to play. Hi, Flora Undisa. How are you? Carl says, a donkey and a cow. Is that what you have? Broken piece to the puzzle. Good guess, Carl. Broken piece to the puzzle says, I got a box that says, do not open. So, of course, I open it, and there was a sword. Nice. Do you like swords? Flora, it is not night. It is very early morning. You're good. I'm so glad. And thank you for the like. Adam, are you subscribed to my friend Flora Undisa? You'd really enjoy her. She cooks a lot. But then I like the time when she's just before bedtime, when sometimes she's exercising, sometimes she'll dance. It's just her quiet time, and she shares that with us. You are subscribed to Flora. Awesome. Hey, Adam, I assume you have. Have you done a lot of traveling in your life? Stars are very pretty. Percolated is asking broken piece of the puzzle if the sword is a samurai sword or a broadsword. And Flora says, I have new video of my dog called Jay. Jay having a shower. I can't wait to see that. Oh my gosh. And your dog's name is Jay. And my dog's name starts with a J. I knew we were sisters. Uh-oh, I woke up a dog. I'm sorry, Carl, I do this a lot. Adam is Percolated Fish. You've asked about Adam before. And Flora says, thanks, Percolated. You've not traveled much, not much, but I've lived from Chicago to Tampa. What are some places you would go if you had the opportunity? Is there any place in the world you just like to go see, to experience? In a not so touristy way. Broken piece to the puzzle says it's a steel sharp sword. I don't know how. And Jessica says, I'm okay with not traveling anymore. I can see that, Jess. Broken piece to the puzzle says, so how's your day? Just getting started, my friend. So far, so good. How about you? And what time is it for you? IU's back. It says, who doesn't enjoy traveling? Somebody who's already traveled. Hi, Nino. Nino says hello to everyone. Broken piece to the puzzle. Are you serious? Why would you not lead with that? Broken piece to the puzzle. If that really happened, then I'm really, really sorry. Nina says hello to everyone. And Adam from Percolated Fish says everywhere. Lots of art museums, the Seven Wonders, all different cultures, even different planets. Hey, yeah, why limit yourself, right? Nina says, cat, watch out for werewolves. I don't think there's too many wolves around here, but lots of bats. Good morning, Lucy. Broken piece of the puzzle. Clock. Hi, Quinn. Good morning. We're all mad. It's a mad, mad world, Carl. Haven't you heard? You're all mad. I don't know if you want me to speak for you, Jess, or not. Um, Jess is a veteran, so her traveling was pretty traumatic, IU, which would be why maybe, I'm guessing, and I am speaking for her, um, maybe that's why she's done with traveling. Lucy says, hello, Adam. Quinn, Jack is sitting on the corner of the porch waiting for a deer to go by, or anything to go by him so he can bark. Jess says, you are right, Kat. Jessica, if I ever speak for you and you don't want me to, you need to let me know, okay, friend? I don't ever want to cross any boundaries or make you uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, Jack. Jack. It's too early in the morning. Boy, no. Stop that right now. You are not. Okay. You are so funny. I love you. Come here. Come here. I'll give you attention. Come over here. Just come to me. Yes. I will give you all the loving you want. I will. Yes, I will. Carl says he's laughing at us because we're hilarious. I understand. Ayu says, are you two real life friends? Well, this is real life and she is my friend. Have we met in person? No. You be nice to my friend Carl. Adam from Percolated Fish says, the first step to sanity is realizing my insanity. And Jessica says, I never claimed to be sane. What is sane in such a world we live in? What is normal and what is sane? It's all very blurry nowadays. Adam from Percolated Fish says, Carl, I'm Cherokee Nation. Does that count as well? And he says, you're a pretty funny bunch with the feathers in their hair and casinos and whatnot. Oh, they are. The Cherokee Nation. Clint says, any bunnies? I'm sure there are. It's just too dark for me to see. Do bunnies travel in the night? Seems like there's too many foxes out. Flora says, bye, Cat and Jack. Bye, everyone. See you. Bye, Flora. Have a great day. I love you, my sister. Quinn says, yes. They run like hell when they encounter a fox. Okay. Adam from Percolated Fish says, bunnies love the night. See, you learn something new every day. Lucy says, see you later, Flora. Jessica, Lee, you, the day you left, Lee left also. And, he's got to take a break from my chat for a while. Clint says, when do the chickens wake up? Daylight. Daylight, of course. Chickens are pretty blind as soon as it gets dark. So, my chickens don't come out at first light. Maybe they did when we had a rooster, but they don't anymore because it stays dark in their hen house. Percolated Fish says, like fish, bunnies are easy to catch at night. I think it's still legal to spotlight them. I am not a bunny killer. Me either. But I wonder, I don't know. Why would I wonder? Never mind. Carl says, good morning, Martina and Laura. Good morning, Martina and Laura. I haven't seen our friend Diana in a little while, Carl. Quinn says, yeah, and buck all day. We do have several buck out here. I almost feel like I heard one rubbing his antlers. Do they do that now? That's what it sounded like they were doing in the woods right next to me. Adam from Percolated Fish says, oh, they give more eggs to more light they have. That's all right, Adam. I have so many eggs, I don't know what to do with them. I mean, I actually cook the eggs and feed them back to the chickens. I have so many eggs. You think that's what they were doing, Quinn? That's what I was thinking the sound sounded like. It sounded like when hunters go out and they're rubbing antlers. That's exactly what it sounded like. God's Success says, just had a quail egg. Hello, how are you today? I have never had a quail egg. I hear they're really good. Um, have you guys ever heard of buck? There's a guy on YouTube who goes to the grocery store and he'll buy a package of quail eggs and he'll incubate them and he'll get 1 or 2 chicks out of it. And he's done it several times. It's wild. Oh, Quinn is saying probably to percolated fish about, or I don't know, but I think you're probably spot on about more light, more eggs, which is probably why they slow down in the wintertime. No moose, Quinn. Adam from percolated fishes, I never see quail anymore. And not a lot of doves either. Hey, Jess, I love you. That's all. The moose are in Canada. Jack, what are you eating? Thanks, Jess. I was just thinking, I would love to sit on a porch with Jess. We'd be porch buddies. Gwen says Vermont has moose. God's exists as someone's eating the doves. Maybe. Jessica says that would be nice. It would be nice. Carl says, I've seen moose in Massachusetts. Have you been to Massachusetts, Carl? I did not know. I only knew about, well, I think you mentioned 2 places in the U.S. you've been to. Now you're mentioning Massachusetts. Lucy is sending her unicorns, hearts, and rainbows. Thank you, Lucy. I love you, Lucy. Quinn says Alaska has moose. What I want to know, Adam from Percolated Fish, is I live really close to Banner Elk, North Carolina, and they have a big old statue of an elk at the main intersection. So does that mean there used to be elk there? Because I've never seen elk. I've never heard of elk anywhere near us. Misty says, I love you, big sister cat. And Adam from Percolated Fish says, there's a political faction trying to deport all the moose. It's not working. And Jessica says, there are moose in the Upper Peninsula. And they walk down the road. Really? Carl, I love you. You know I love you. I'm sorry I didn't lead with that, Carl. I should always, as soon as I see you, tell you I love you. And Quinn is asking Jessica, where is the Upper Peninsula? And she says, it's in Michigan. Good boy, Jackie. Adam from Percolated Fish says, I haven't either. I know some people who have gone up north to hunt elk. I wonder if they've all been hunted here in this area. I could look it up, but I'm just too lazy, and then I forget. And Adam from Percolated Fish is asking Carl, how do you define love? And Jessica says, no, Quinn, moose. There is a difference. Well, okay, dear. I don't know if you meant that to be funny, Jessica, but it was. Adam from Percolated Fish, I have a feeling that you might not get an answer for Carl. So what is your definition of love? And Adam from Percolated Fish says, it is very sad how many species of birds in the United States have been hunted to extinction before I was even born. It's interesting how we behave when we're not aware of the repercussions of our actions. Nino, my tummy was talking, so I was thinking of you, Nino. Wow. The sky just caught my eye because something blinked really bright. Carl says, hope you don't live near the border. What border is that? There's so many borders. What is today? It's Wednesday. So weird with that alarm. Is there a message there? It's time. It's time for something. And Jessica says, I live near the border, LOL. Hi, buddy. Are you ready to go in? Do we have to? Oh, come here. Yes, there's my boy. Jessica says, well, I do. The border of United States with Canada. And Adam from Percolated Fish says, love is kindness, joy, acceptance, a willingness to listen and to share. Love is the air we breathe, the water we drink, the reason plants grow towards the sun, the reason we have babies. That's beautiful. Very poetic, Adam. Thank you. Adam from Percolated Fish says, watch out for those Canadians. I was just thinking, why do such nice people have such terrible fires every year? What did they do to deserve that? What did they do? Why do you think there's such a stark difference in the measure of niceness, or maybe the perception of niceness between Americans and Canadians? Oh, just heard a cow snort. Jessica says only the Air Force. It can be a really crappy situation with the geese, the Canadian geese. Yes, I believe those are the Canadians you gotta watch out for. They've got real attitudes. Oh, you do? You call that the Canadian Air Force here in Michigan. Okay, I get it now. That's funny. I was thinking otherwise. Hi, Dolly. How are you? Dolly says good morning to everyone. Peace and happiness to you all. And have a spectacular day. You too. I saw you were at the doctor's. Unless that was an old video. I love you and I wish peace and health for you, Dolly. Thank you for the hearts, guys. I'm just imagining. Lucy says, hello, Dolly. Isn't that a play? Jessica says, I have a short on my channel about that somewhere, and it is funny. I'll have to look for it. That, and who said Flora? Flora said she put out a new short showing her dog today. So I have to make sure I go see that too. Wow, the sky is pretty. Oh. Wow. Adam from Percolated Fish says, I like to think of myself as a world citizen, that everyone is my brother and sister, and God help the haters. You know, you gotta love the haters because they only hate because they're filled with it, and they can't help but release it on others. And what is it, the thing that Yogi says that I like so much? Everything is a call to love or a call for love. And Dolly says, Lucy, love. Good to see you. Adam says, hello, Dolly. Carl says, I'm lost here. Carl, do you know Dolly from Phoenix Fireside? Dolly's really sweet. Lucy says, I send love to my haters. That's the best we can do, and just don't focus on them. And if we do focus on them, think of them as hurt children. That's how I do it. That's how, when it's hard to love somebody, I just think about that hurt child that's inside of them. And I can relate with that. And Adam says, you're very sweet, Lucy. I agree. And Dolly from Phoenix Fireside says, percolated fish. And she's sending you all sorts of loving emojis. And Adam from Percolated Fish says, has anyone ever posted on TikTok. I heard, was it you talking about getting onto TikTok? Dolly from Phoenix Fireside says, "Hi, Carl. I watch you and your trains. I enjoy your channel." Me too. I really especially love Carl's lives. Just because Carl is, himself. He sings, he laughs, he greets everybody like friends, and I get to see the best head of hair on YouTube. Carl has got the thickest hair. Roman, hello. Sir, just sir. And Adam from Percolated Fish says, "I think C.S. Lewis said everything is a call for God." Hi, Mr. Dollar City. Hello. How are you? He said everything is a call for God or love. Carl says, and kicks trolls out. Yes, Carl has some great mods who really look out for him. And I know Carl places a very high value on that. And I'm really glad you have that. Mr. Dollar City says hi to Adam from Percolated Fish. And Lucy says, "I've learned to be more forgiving. I even unblocked everyone, Adam." That's lovely. We live and we learn, right, Lucy? Every day we just become more of hopefully, every day we become more of who we truly are. Mr. Dollar City, I appreciate you so much. I know it takes a long time to post all those emojis. And Adam from Percolated Fish says, "Cool, Lucy." And Dolly from Phoenix Fire said, agrees, and she says, "That is nice, Lucy." Oh, Adam from Percolated Fish says, "Yeah, I mentioned it. It's weird. All these hot ladies started texting me. I don't know if they're bots or just really lonely." Is that your call for love, Adam? Or your call to love? Good for you. Nina says, "What a lovely night." At 4 a.m. in the morning. It is really nice out here. I don't want to go back in. Dolly from Phoenix Fireside says, "I hear coyotes." I'm not going to read chat for a few minutes because the coyotes are talking. Okay, they calmed down a bit. That was interesting. I haven't heard them like that in a while. Dolly says, "I just like the emojis because it can show how I feel inside without saying everything." I'm messing it up with words. Mr. Dollar City says, Daddy, Mommy. Nope, I don't. I can't read the rest. Lucy's sending unicorns, hearts, and rainbows. And Lucy says, I'm a hot lady, and I don't hit guys up, LOL. So they must be bots, percolated fish. There you go. Nino says, where is Jack? He's on the corner of the porch. I'm surprised he stayed so quiet when the coyotes were talking. I don't know that he's ever heard them before. Adam from Percolated Fish says, that's true, Lucy, and that's why I like you two better. Oh, she said something about TikTok. Oh, that's why the hot ladies were hitting you up. Okay, it all makes sense now. I get lost. You did mention it. Oh, looking into TikTok. Gotcha. Maybe that's why everybody likes TikTok so much. Is it a hookup spot? Carl says, I'm not happy. I'm sorry, friend. I love you, Carl. Are you working today? Is that why you're not? I wouldn't, I'm not always my happiest when I'm at work either. I do my best. Lucy says, guys, however, do hit me up. Or at the very least, I get an interest vibe from them. If they aren't interested, then it's up to them to come to me. They need to man up, if that is the case. And Jessica is peeking. And Adam from Percolated Fish says, Sensei says, happiness comes from within. Oh, you know why Jack wasn't barking? Because he was in the house. Oops. Well, how perfect that worked out, right? He would have ruined that whole thing. And Percolated Fish, Adam says, I need to listen to my sensei more, Carl. Yep. When you start looking outside for your happiness, you're surely going to be disappointed. And if you're looking for others to make you happy, again, you're surely going to be disappointed because we all make mistakes. Truly, in the end, what you can count on is what you find inside. I think sometimes people don't want to look because sometimes it's scary. Carl says, goodbye, I'm not staying here. I'm sorry, Carl. Hey, I hope you enjoy your day, and I can't wait for tomorrow. Carl goes live tomorrow afternoon for us in the U.S. And I love you, Carl. I love you, I love you, I love you. Have a good day, my friend. Hi, Squirrel Sniper. Grand Rising's beautiful souls from Squirrel Sniper. And Adam says, Lucy, it's been so long since I've been interested in a relationship that it really is weird to me how these ladies find their worth in such a physical form. Dolly from Phoenix Fireside says, I love you, Squirrel. I love you, Dolly. You're just one of the sweetest people I know. Squirrel Sniper says, starting the day with a tire puncher. And the tire is spelled Tyre, so I'm not sure what, even if it was spelled the other tire, I wouldn't know what that is. And Adam from Percolated Fish says, Lucy, I can imagine lots of guys are after you because there is a depth to you. And Squirrel says, love you, Phoenix. And Adam says, hello, Mr. Sniper. Lucy says, well, for me, it's my beauty combined with my energy. That is what makes me so attractive to these men. All right. I'm starting to get clogged up. I might have to go in. Oh. But my alarm clock has gone off 50 times during this live, which it never does. So I think I'm being said, don't go back to sleep. Oh. Oh my gosh. What time is it? So we've got 50 minutes in the house. I'm gonna freeze. You ever spend so long outside and then you go in and it's just too cold? I think that happens a lot when it's really humid. Okay. Are you ready? Let's go. Let me set the alarm off again. Oh, hello, Jack. Let's unfocus you. Bye, Jack. We'll see you later. All right. He'll come in a minute. Why are you so crooked? Hmm? You come in? There you go. That's a good boy. How are you, Jackie? How are you, buddy? Say hi. Say it's dark, huh? Yes. You're being very funny. Okay. Let's go. Let's go, buddy. Come on. We going? Just believe. And say hi to Jack. What are we watching? Home restoration. Say hi. Oh, goodness. Where did I put my... Hi, baby. Are you glad we're back in? Jack's a little spoiled. I think Jack is also like Goldilocks. That's not what I want. This is what I want. Okay. I'll be back in chat in just a minute. Let me get my tripod. Hi, baby. you out of this little baby tripod. Jessica, I see you're going to go lay back down. Have a good day, everyone. I love you. I love you too, Jess. Sleep well, my friend. Hi, Random. How are you? And he says the one and only true Random is back. Welcome back, my friend. Adam says, Jessica, watch out for those Canadians. Adam says, what's up, Random? Scroll says, greetings, Sam. Did I miss Sam? I'm sorry if I did. Thank you for that, Scroll Sniper. I still don't see Sam, though. Dolly's sending love, and Adam says, oops. All right, I finally found my phone yesterday. Oh, no, don't do that. Adam, what are your plans for today? Do you not like plans either? Where did that come from? You don't know either, Jack? That was a big sigh. Adam says, I never plan if I can help it. I see. I wish I could, well, that is something maybe a goal I would like to obtain one day. It's just not feasible at this point in my life. But I would say I generally just have ideas of things I'd like to do. And if I have time and the energy, that's when I do it. Oh, but you do have an appointment to have a cat spayed. Ooh. How many cats do you have, Adam? You have a lot of strays. Well, the spay-neuter program, the spaying program with cats works really well. I know we had a colony of feral cats. When I first moved over here, around the corner, and since then they've been doing the spaying program, and wow, it's really reduced the population. I think they probably moved some cats too. Hi Eric, how are you? Sup Jack, nice monkey. Adam says 5 right now. We had over 10. And Tortoise has 4 inside. Oh, nice. I love kittens. I don't want any, but, I mean I do, but I don't. I think it goes back to knowing the consequences, the big consequences of your actions, meaning a kitty litter box. And obviously, since I was just outside listening to coyotes, I can't have a cat that goes in and out. It would get eaten. You're a big fan of spaying and neutering. Yeah. Unfortunately, it's something we have to do out of love. Adam says, I had a cat that I trained to be a dog. He would scratch on the door to go outside, and he would follow me to the store in the mailbox. He would follow you to the store and to the mailbox, and I can tell him no. I think cats are a lot smarter than people give them credit for. And growing up, we always had cats, and we never had litter boxes. Excuse me. It's so unfortunate. I love being outside so much, but... So we must have done the same thing, let them go in and out. But, I don't know, fear holds me back from a lot of things. The fear of what could happen. Don't even have a cat, but my imaginary cat has already been eaten by coyotes, so... not a very good cat mom. It's been a slow morning. What is today, Wednesday? I know, Bubba. It's that kind of day, huh? There's a lady around the corner from me who has a cat that walks her out to the mailbox every day. I just think it's so sweet. Maybe you're too Gabby. What does that mean? Oh, you're too Gabby. You think you... No, I don't think that's it. Funny, I ask a question or make a comment and forgot what I said. Everybody disappeared. I understand why I offended Carl. I didn't mean to, though. I wouldn't take anything personal, you know? If you get to know Carl, you get to understand a little bit better. And you just love Carl a little more. At least that was my experience. So, I would not worry about that at all. Squirrel Sniper says, oh, thank you. I am a paradox of motion and rest. I would normally be found at the bottom step. First off, I had to look up what paradox means. I thought I knew, but I had to be really clear on the definition before I can work on this. Don't judge me. I've forgotten more than I care to admit. A statement or proposition that, despite the sound or apparently sound reasoning from acceptable premises, it leads to a conclusion that seems contradictory or illogical. So a paradox is, okay, contradictory qualities or phrases. Oh, Paradox, opposite of motion and rest. I would normally be found at the bottom step, a landing. That was a really good guess, Adam. Okay, the paradox of motion and rest. That is the paradox. And would normally be found at the bottom step. It makes me feel like an escalator. Like that would be a paradox of motion and rest. But that doesn't quite fit with the bottom step. High zero, you're tired. Zero value life. Well, Zero, I'll tell you what, you hang out here and I might be able to put you to sleep. Paradox equals a working illusion. Well, that's not what Google told me, Squirrel Sniper. Oh, a working illusion is a paradox. I'm very slow, Squirrel Sniper. Especially, well, no, I'm not going to make morning my excuse. That's not fair to the morning. So not an escalator, huh? Bottom step. Maybe I'm thinking of step in the wrong way. Cat's morning. Yes, it is a paradox. Hi, Selma. How are you? Oh my gosh, good to see you, Selma. I almost never see you in my live stream. Thank you. What a gift. Adam guesses the floor. Um, um, step. Everybody's saying hello. Yes, I want a clue. My brain is smoking over here. And Adam agrees. We would like a clue, sir. It's going to cost us $100. Oh, Selma says, I miss you so much. I miss you too, Selma. That's why I'm so glad to see you. An old Christmas present is the clue. Wow, percolated fish said a riser. That came in my head too. But I don't know about an old Christmas present. Selma says blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 up the place. Blah, 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 blah. An old Christmas present. What is an old Christmas present? And Skull Sniper says, nope, Adam. Nope, Adam. Found at the bottom step. Let me read that again. Found at the bottom step. I'm thinking that we're thinking the wrong way about finding something at the bottom step. It's very flexible. Very, very flexible. Oh, Salma says star. An old... Isn't an old Christmas present almost a oxymoron? Old and present? Selma misses you, Sniper. Very flexible and bottom step. I'm glad to hear that, Selma. Man, I felt like I was almost there, Sniper. I was almost there. I was starting to get a grasp and I lost it. Christmas present. Yes, bigger clue. Selma says, I'm with Jackson. He's my boyfriend. Girl, I can't keep up with you. Are you up for a bigger clue, Adam? Yes, good. This is a tough one. Hi, Happy. How are you? I'm so glad to see you. We are doing really well. I hope you are too. Happy we're trying to figure out this riddle. Why is it at the bottom step? Happy says, I'm good, ma'am. Thank you. Why is it at percolated fish says a fall? Let's go back to the clues. Stop it. Okay, I'm going to read it again. Maybe. I am a paradox of motion and rest. I would normally be found at the bottom step. And the clue was an old Christmas present. It's very, very flexible. And why is it at the bottom step? Scroll says flexible Christmas steps. Shit. Oops. I mean, dang it. Percolated fish. Adam says, Sniper, I have an aversion to Christmas, so I'm lost. That's like me saying I'm blaming mornings. Flexible. Bottom step. is it at the bottom step? It's a flexible Christmas steps. Hi, Praveen. Praveen says, you're so funny. And good afternoon to you. How has your day been so far, Praveen? We're trying to figure out a riddle. Sniper has given us a really good riddle this morning. He figured the other one was too easy. Flexible Christmas steps. I feel like steps might not be actual steps, that I'm thinking walking down steps. Is that correct, Scroll Sniper? Adam says, Happy and Praveen, please solve this riddle. It's kicking my butt. There it is. The riddle is, I am a paradox of motion and rest, and I would normally be found at the bottom of a step, or at the bottom step. And one of the clues was flexible Christmas steps, or an old Christmas present, or I am very, very flexible. Percolated says 5 golden rings. Old Christmas present. Oh, those are Christmas presents. But the bottom step. This is a tough one. It's making my head hurt. I feel like I have to take off my glasses. The only pair of glasses I have left after Jack has gotten a hold of all of them, they're very heavy. They hurt my nose. They look like my grandfather's glasses. They really do. That's funny. Bottom step. I was thinking plane too, like stepping off a plane. But it's not. It doesn't fit with the flexible, with the very, very flexible. And Praveen says riddle. Is that a foot? Is that your answer, Praveen? Adam from Percolated Fish says this is torture for an ex-sculptor. Squirrel Sniper says, I love the thinking, but nope. That's a buzzer. That's the big X. And Praveen says, I think maybe foot. Good guess, Praveen, but one of the clues was something about an old Christmas present. Let me look it up. Nope, that's Adam. We want Squirrel Sniper. There we go. Some of the clues, Praveen, were an old Christmas present. The other clue was, why is it at the bottom step? Another clue, flexible Christmas steps. And it's very, very flexible. Step, foot. I see where you're going, Praveen. Stocking. Stocking, well, it holds old Christmas presents, but that still doesn't, what you can find at the bottom of the step. Why is it at the bottom of the step? I would put plants at the bottom of a step. And plants could be an old Christmas, a poinsettia. Oh, it's not flexible. Shoot. I think I should get an A+ for thinking outside of the box, though. Just saying. Oh, I missed stuff. I'm sorry. 60 seconds before the reveal, Praveen says, I am not able to concentrate due to, so we all have our excuses. A paradox of motion and rest, don't forget. Adam says, I got an old foot for Christmas one time. And Squirrel Sniper says, a paradox in itself, fact whiz, Praveen. The answer is, Praveen is scratching his chin. I am so ready for this answer. I'm going to be so mad. I already know it. I feel it. I'm going to be like, why didn't I think of that? A slinky? I would have never thought of a slinky. I'm not mad. An old Christmas gift, yes. It's very flexible. Okay, I like it. That was great. A paradox of motion and rest. I like it all. That was great, Sniper. Sniper's laughing at I'm not mad. you know how you think about something for so long and then they get the answer and it's like, oh, I should have known that. I would have never known it. Praveen says, Auntie, tell me the clues again. Percolated fish is like a slinky, question mark. I did all that thinking over a slinky. Praveen, do you know what a slinky is? Slinky, slinky. I can't think of the words, but then fun for a girl and a boy. Something, something toy, fun for a girl and a boy. The top, Squirrel Sniper says it was the top children's toy of the 80s and is still about today. Adam says, my slinkies never made it to the bottom. I think you had to have the right kind of steps. Hi, William. William says, my guess was water. Praveen, I have questions for you. Yeah, a paradox of motion and rest. The only reason water wouldn't fit is maybe because of an old Christmas present. Good guess. Skull Sniper says to Adam from Percolated Fish, you need to keep trying with the slinky. Good morning, Anna. I always know it's close to yogi time when Anna shows up. Hi, Anna. How are you today? And look at her. She really does bring the sunshine with her. William says, how many things are as old as water, though? Probably not much, but an old Christmas present still. And Squirrel says, Grand Risings, William and Anna. Percolated Fish, Adam says, the basement flooded, William. Ah, the bottom step, the basement flooded. That would ruin all the old Christmas presents. Anna says, I am good, thank you, Kat. How are you today? I am really good. William says, or the ocean floor. Adam says, I got old water for a Christmas present one time. Well, if you didn't, you are now. Hi, Rosie. How are you? It's good to see you. Praveen says Slinkies were a popular toy and Christmas gift for children for decades and are known for their flexibility. Yes. Did you ever have a Slinky? You're pretty young, so... I wonder. And if you've never had a Slinky, would you like one? No? No, you don't want one, or no, you've never had one? They're kind of fun. If you ever come visit, I'll have a Slinky and we can let it go down the basement stairs. 1987 born. I had a brother that was born around 87. No, I never have. Well, they're kind of fun. I was just thinking about, you know, those people that do those, they bounce the balls downstairs to get it to land or hit certain pots or different things to set up and eventually land in a cup. And they do it over and over again. I was like, oh, I have the steps to do that. Just not the inclination. Praveen says, yes, Auntie, I'm too young. RW, good morning, RW. And Shelley says sniper at 1 minute 20 seconds. And she drops a link. And William says lava lamp. Are you still guessing? Or just bringing up cool Christmas gifts we used to get? RW says, hi, Anna. Yes, Praveen says, when I will come to Tennessee, then Auntie will show me. Yes. They're usually only good for 1 or 2 times, and then they end up in the basement and get flooded, and they rust. RW, I'm doing really well. How are you? And William says, last one, puppy. William says, I saw the answer. I'm just suggesting alternatives. Anna says, good morning, William. Moss, hello, how are you? Welcome. Welcome to you. Wake up, Jackie. It's almost yogi time. Shirley says, I'm happy to say good morning to you, Anna. So often it's late in your day. I'm glad you're good, Maz. Is it Maz, Maz? Rosie says, sorry I haven't been joining you or Yogi. I've been busy cleaning and doing other things that have to be done. I know you told me a few days ago that you were very, very busy. So I accepted that. That's what I thought you were. That's why I hadn't seen you that much. And you know what? You're allowed to do life. If you can get out of here and go do life, whatever that looks like for you, I approve. Cat approved. Anna says, good morning, Maz. I love you guys. You're just all so wonderful and friendly and welcoming. Thank you guys for that. 10 viewers and 20 likes. Thank you. That's awesome. Especially for such a slow day. We have not had a whole bunch of people come through today, which makes it kind of special. Everybody's saying hello to each other, and Maz is saying, good morning, guys. It's 10:56. Where are you located at? Let's see. My computer's working really slow. Oh, you know what? Look at my friend Maz. No information on channel, but you do have some. Oh my goodness. You do have some content. I will be your 3rd subscriber, Maz. And Shirley says, William Hart, you are deep in my heart, young man. Aw. He has a way of doing that to us, Shirley. He gets in there. We can't help but love William. Rosie says, I really don't want to, but I don't want my mom doing it. She did a lot for me, so trying my best to help her as much as I can. I cleaned very good. I moved everything and wiped everything. Is your mom not well, Rosie? And Ma says, be right back. We will be here. We'll be here 3 more minutes, friend. Adam from Percolated Fish says, healthy moms is awesome, Rosie. And yes, and just so sweet of Rosie, which is my experience, that Rosie is just very, very sweet. Rosie says to hi to everyone in chat. And Rosie says, I only have to clean the pantry and I'll do my makeup table. Nice. Oh, you know what? Shoot. There we go. Let me drop the link one more time for Yogi. If anybody doesn't know, in the background, we usually go over to see Yogi, just a Yogi, at 5 a.m. And I pinned the link if you guys wanted to go over and check it out. Rosie says hi to everyone in chat. And Rosie says, no, she is very well, LOL, and healthy, thank God. But she did a lot for me and has to cook for 8 of us. So least I can do is that. Rosie, I just love you so much. That is very, very sweet. And I'm glad she's well. I was almost afraid to ask, but that's even more beautiful that you're willing to do that for her. And there's nothing, she's fine. Ah, Adam, be careful what you wish for, my friend. You know he's looking for work. You might teach him something. Adam from Percolated Fish says, I wish William would move to Tennessee and help me finish this rock project. My youngest son kind of bailed on me. Kids, man, I'll tell ya. You even think so, huh, Chat? Psst. Say hello before we go. It's 5 a.m. Psst, psst, psst. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Meow. He's not falling for it anymore. Rosie says she took care of me for all these years. It's my turn. I just love you so much. Okay, guys, it is 5 a.m. Maz, I hope you're back. I wanted to say welcome and thank you for stopping by. And I am live every morning at the same time, 3 to 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I welcome you back. And Rosie says, Jack, love you. Oh, Jackie's looking at you too, Rosie. Oh, Bubba. He's awake. He's awake. All right, guys, 5:01. Choke down that apple, Yogi. I love you, I love you, I love you guys so much. And I look forward to waking up in the morning and hanging out with my friends. You guys mean so much to me. And I thank you. I thank you for filling my heart with love because it's because of you guys. Alrighty, see you at Yogi's, guys. Bye.